Hi guys, and welcome back to Songs from Rabbits 101. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a baby rabbit's diet. So a baby rabbit's diet can go from 7 weeks old to 4 or 5 months old. And yeah, let's get on to the video. Okay, so the first thing in a baby rabbit's diet is hay. So hay is the most important thing in any age of rabbit. And baby rabbits should be eating alfalfa hay because baby rabbits need a lot of calcium, and alfalfa hay has a lot of calcium in it. So, when to transition your baby rabbit to grass hay is about 3 months of age. So, yeah. So Storm is still a baby rabbit, but he is at 3 months of age, so I just barely transitioned him to grass hay. So about 3 months of age, they should be transitioning to grass hay, but I'll talk more about that later in the video. But yeah, the first thing is a lot of alfalfa hay for a baby rabbit. So the next thing in a baby rabbit's diet is pellets. So like I said, baby rabbits need a lot of calcium, so they should be given alfalfa pellets. So they could be transitioned to alfalfa hay again like 3 months of age, but I'll talk more about that later in the video. So yeah. Some people choose not to feed their rabbits pellets for personal reasons, but at least baby rabbits should be given some pellets just for baby rabbits, and then you can decide on your own when they're adults if you want to give them pellets or not, but for baby rabbits, they need pellets. So make sure you're giving them alfalfa pellets, because they need a lot of calcium, and alfalfa pellets include a lot of calcium in them. But I'll talk about the transition later in the video. So the next thing in a baby rabbit's diet is unlimited water. So all rabbits of any age should have unlimited water. As you can see, Storm was thinking about drinking it, but then he decided not to. So rabbits any age should be drinking out of a dish, not a water bottle. So make sure you're giving them a water bottle that they can't tip over, so like a ceramic, like glass bowl or some sort that they can't tip over. And make sure it's out of a dish, and it's unlimited clean water. I would recommend refilling it at least once a day. I refill it twice a day just to keep it nice and clean, but just refill it at least once a day, and make sure not to ever put anything in the water. Okay, so a question you might be wondering is when to transition your baby rabbit to giving veggies. So very young baby rabbits shouldn't have veggies. Baby rabbits actually shouldn't have veggies until 4 months of age. They have to be eating 100% grass hay before they do that. So basically, at 4 months of age, and they have been eating 100% grass hay for 2 weeks, then you can start introducing veggies. So how you can do that is you're slowly going to get 1 veggie, and then you're going to do 2 veggies, then you're going to do 3 veggies, 4 veggies, then you can start giving little handfuls, and then you can start giving the recommended amount. Okay, the next thing is treats, and it looks like Storm spotted the treats and is now trying to eat them, so I have to keep them away from him. So don't mind me trying to keep the treats away from Storm, because this amount of treats shouldn't be given to a rabbit in one day. You should only be giving 1 or 2 of these small treats a day. I prefer of these little pineapple apple bits, like 2 of these per day, and I don't ever give anything processed to Storm. So personally, I would just stick to fresh fruits like freeze-dried 100% fruit, or maybe just a banana or an apple out of your freezer, although I don't give bananas to Storm either, and I'm just trying to keep it away from him. Transition and amounts. So for transitions, for hay is what I'm going to start with. So for transitions to hay, so they should be on alfalfa hay until about 3 months of age, and then you can slowly start transitioning them to grass hay. What I would do is mix a little bit of orchard or timothy in, and then slowly increase the amount of orchard or timothy grass hay until you're completely transitioned to grass hay. So grass hays are just orchard, timothy are the common ones you would find. You can also find them like mixed together, like say there is a combination of already mixed in orchard and timothy. So that's one of them that you can buy, but you can also just buy two separate, one orchard, one timothy, and mix it yourself. Or into the thing. So there are lots of different kinds, but the two main you're going to find are orchard or timothy. And you can choose if you want to mix, like once you're fully transitioned to grass hay, you can choose, oh, I want to mix orchard and timothy. Or you can be like, I just want timothy, I just want orchard. But yeah, so let's go on to the next transition. But before then, I'm going to go over amounts for hay. Amounts, there's not really an amount of hay you have to give. Just give it unlimited. It has to be available 24/7. And I guess that's about it. Like, it has to be available 24/7. There's no specific amount. Just kind of give a big amount. For hay racks, I personally don't do hay racks unless, because I just feel like they don't, or you can't get the rabbits can't get the hay out easily, and they can't give a lot of hay in it. But I know there is some big hay racks that have big holes that you can buy, and those are great. I don't have one currently, and I don't know if I'm gonna get one or not, but I may not. But if you want one, just make sure that they have big holes, like huge holes, that the rabbit can get the hay out of, and make sure they're large, very large bin of hay, or very large rack of hay. It can't be like little tiny plastic ones from like PetSmart. Aren't the best. There's some great ones at PetSmart. Not PetSmart. At Small Pet Select. Don't get the ones from PetSmart or Petco. They're not good for rabbits. So Small Pet Select sells, oh my gosh, some great ones. I think Binky Bunny, I actually don't know. And then there's also some homemade ones on Etsy. Just look around. Yeah. I'm going to talk about the transition for pellets. So they should be given alfalfa pellets till 3 months of age. And at 3 months of age, you can slowly mix in some timothy pellets. Don't do hay cubes. Those aren't gonna, instead of pellets or something. So like mix in some timothy pellets, and then slowly increase the amount of timothy pellets, and then till you're fully transitioned to timothy pellets. For the amounts, so it's recommended a 1/4 cup for every 6 pounds of body weight for the rabbit. So weigh your rabbit and see how much your rabbit weighs, and then it's a 1/4 cup for every 6 pounds. So if you had a 6-pound rabbit, then that would be 1/4 cup. But Storm, my rabbit, is 2 pounds. Well, currently he's 1 pound, almost 2 pounds. And so he gets 2 tablespoons. Oh, wait. No, he gets 1 tablespoon. He gets 1 tablespoon. And Storm is still a baby rabbit, but he is 3 months old, so he's transitioned on to grass hay and timothy pellets, but he hasn't transitioned to veggies yet. But he's on to grass hay and timothy pellets 100%. So just it's a 1/4 cup for every 6 pounds. So if there was a 6-pound rabbit, it would be a 1/4 cup. 2-pound rabbit, it would be a tablespoon. Veggies was a big one. I've been getting so many like questions about what kind, like when should I transition, how do I transition my baby rabbit to veggies. So I talked about this earlier in the video, but when they are 4 months of age and been eating grass hay for 2 weeks, then they can start eating veggies. But check these off the list, because for veggies is the transition for veggies for baby rabbits you have to be very careful, because they can get upset really easily, their stomach. So you have to be really careful, but don't stress yourself out. All you gotta do is listen and do these instructions, check them off the list. And if you do them correctly, there usually isn't any problems. I've had 2 rabbits in my life. I had my old rabbit, Navy, and now I have Storm. And there hasn't been, well, Storm hasn't gotten veggies yet, but my old rabbit didn't have any problems. I know some people who have rabbits, they didn't have problems. So it's very rare, but just be careful and just listen. Don't stress yourself out. So if they're 4 months of age, they're good, but they have to be eating 100% grass hay for 2 weeks, and then you can start increasing. So for the transition, what I would do is having like maybe a 1 piece of lettuce and leafy green, and you would put that little tiny piece, like that big, maybe like that big, and then if they're fine, so what I mean by fine is if your rabbit's acting normal, no health issues, but the one way you can really tell is if their stomach is upset or not, is if they're having runny poop. So this happens actually a lot. Runny poop isn't a big deal as long as you work with it. Runny poop is just what it sounds like. And what happens, just take the lettuce away, wait till their poop goes back to normal, and then you can transition it. It's easy. It's just, it happens, runny poop happens a lot when you're transitioning them. So if they have runny poop, take the lettuce away, wait till it goes back to normal, and then start doing it again, because a lot of times rabbit will have runny poop, and then they'll think, oh, my rabbits can't have lettuce, but they kind of need lettuce, leafy greens, so you can't skip on that. But so yeah, so just do a tiny piece, and then if they're fine, wait like 2 days, and then if they're fine for the 2 days, then increase it to a bigger piece of lettuce. They're fine for the next 2 days. Then do maybe 1 big piece, 1 small piece, and then you can go to, and then gradually go to 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces, and then to the recommended amount. So the recommended amount is a 1/2 cup for a dwarf rabbit. I don't really know about like the big rabbits. I have never had like the huge rabbits. I've only had dwarf rabbits. But they're really interesting. But I don't know their recommended amount. So you'll have to research on that, but the transition is still the same. So for a dwarf rabbit, it's a 1/2 cup. But yeah, so that's all about amounts and transitions. Yeah. I hope you guys liked this video. If it helped you guys out, go subscribe and share. And go subscribe and share if this video helped you out, and also subscribe and share if you want more rabbit kind of how-tos and such. Go comment on my Q&A opener video, because the sooner you do that, the sooner the Q&A. So go do that, and comment down below for any video requests or questions, and I will see you next time. Bye.